Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy, your guy here, KG. Just want to give you a little brief talk again. And yeah, I'm not advertising, but when I do drink, I I don't do alcohol. I try to do some stuff that's good for my body. So that agrees with my inner man. So I thought it best that we go ahead and we talk about a little bit more about the inner man and giving us some understanding and expound upon that a little bit. Let me turn this music down a little bit. I'm sorry, I'm vibing in here to my own music, you know what I'm saying? But the thing about this inner man conversation, I was just thinking about this actually. And it's like we have these bodies, right? And these bodies, this right here, these vehicles that we have, they have so many capabilities. But the issue is when that body is immersed, like when a baby is born, let's put it that way. When a person enters that vehicle and is born into this world, into this matrix, into this system, whatever environment that vehicle, this body is immersed in, if it's loving, giving, peaceful, kind, embracing, just supportive, all those things that we're like, wow, you know what I'm saying? And the being that has entered this vehicle also vibrates at this frequency. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. What is the man filled with? If the body, this here, is filled with an individual or embodied by an individual that on the inside is loving, peaceful, kind, just they really emit those things. Don't get me wrong. We have the ability because of the vehicle, we can, it empowers whatever you vibrate at. So if the inner man is vibrating at love, peace, joy, the body resonates with that. You know what I'm saying? But the environment that you're immersed in does have something to do with that. So if your environment is all negative, your body wants to absorb what is around it. It absorbs it, so it battles with the inner man. I was born in an environment where there was constant fighting. You know, not like that. You know what I'm saying? I saw my parents fighting, actually physically having fighting, altercations that involved them degrading each other to such a level where it was very, very negative. And it spilled over to myself and my brother. You know, the way we were taught to, the way we were disciplined, the way we were beaten, the beatings that we saw around in our families. It was insane. It was insane. But there was also loving, peaceful, joy times, but it was also more so a lot of negativity that I was immersed in. So my body at a young age was absorbing the negative. The negative, you know, we thought it was funny to rag on each other and to crack on each other and to degrade what we physically saw on each other that we thought was not right or something was wrong with this person. So we say, you got a big ass. And every time I see you, big ass Kevin, what's up? Look at that ass jiggling. Big old big ass Kevin. Look at it. So from a young child all the way up until your adulthood, this body has absorbed. This is what I should perceive. This is how others perceive me. Even though the inner man is saying, no, man, I'm handsome, I'm this, I'm blah, 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 blah. You're battling with what your body is absorbing from your environment and wanting to absorb and vibrate at that. Even though your inner man is wanting to vibrate at love, peace, joy. I'm beautiful, I'm this, that, and the other. So you see there's a conflict. Most of us still to this day, even though we like to blame a lot of what our current situation is on our past experiences and our past, you know, oh, my mama and daddy was just arguing, they did, and that's why I am the way I am now. Like, no. Once you're an adult and you begin examining your behaviors and you examine what you were exposed to and see what crops have come up in your life now, you now as an adult, as an older vehicle, but still got that inner man in you, you have the right to go out in your yard and start chopping down things that you understand was put there by your environment and that you've allowed to grow up because you didn't have the understanding that, yes, I am very irritable. Yes, I like to fight and this, that, and other because I was immersed in these things as a child. So my vehicle, this body, has learned to vibrate at that. You cuss at me, motherfucker, I'm gonna cuss 10 times more than you, 10 times harder than you because this flesh has learned to vibrate at that. And because even though my inner man don't like it when I do this, because I'm inside, I'm naturally better than this. I don't like this, but because I've learned this, I just felt like on the inner man that this is the best thing to do to protect us now when someone is trying to come at us. But if we begin to immerse ourselves, like I said, if you don't like being violent, if you don't like being, a hothead, if you don't like, having to drink every time you get pissed off or, what I'm saying, those are things that you can physically go inside of your yard and start chopping those damn things down. The thing is, you have to look and examine your environment, examine what violent shit or violent people, violent things you still have around you. That still, your vehicle, this body is still soaking up. If you're around friends and all your boys is, man, I'll beat that bitch ass. Man, I'll whoop that motherfucker. And you like, yeah. The other day, I whooped this nigga ass. And then, oh, for real, you did? Damn. Let's watch UFC and see niggas whooping each other ass all day long. Let's immerse ourselves in violence and then wondering why we violent. Wonder why, even as a child, we seen our dad whooping our mom's ass. And then we watch all this damn fighting and this, that, and other, and we wonder why we whooping our wife's ass or our girlfriend's ass, or we like to punch women and shit. The same thing with you women who like to punch men and wonder why men beat your ass too. It goes around. So the thing I'm saying, examine your environment, examine what you're exposing and immersing yourself, this body in, because whatever you immerse this body in, it's like a bathtub. Whatever you immerse this body in, is going to soak up and vibrate at that. And a lot of times that does not resonate with your inner man. But we don't want to do the work of going out in our own vineyard and getting rid of some friends, getting rid of some behaviors. Every time we see this behavior rise up, be able to control that flesh and say, no, I'm not going to cuss you out, Susie. Even though you've been an asshole today, I'm not going to curse you out. Being able to do that and withhold and restrain our flesh from doing what it was immersed in and has learned to do every time it feels threatened. We can do the work, you guys. We can change, but we have to be willing to go out in our own yard and cut down shit that has grown up. Now, some of us on the inside are naturally vibrating low like that. The being that has come into this flesh vibrates at this. It's coming in angry. It's coming in with this. Generationally has come into this body. So even if the body is immersed in goodness, loving, caring, peaceful, supportive homes where parents have immersed them in, we love you, Billy, why are you so angry, Billy, why are you smacking me, Billy, why are you cutting yourself, Billy, why are you on drugs, Billy? Even though we've immersed you in nothing but goodness and kindness, understand that the being that has come into the inner man of that person, your son Billy, that you just have an emotional attachment to, you have to understand this body is a vehicle. And the person that has come into that vehicle, we just think it's the body. Oh, that's my son. No, the motherfucker living in there was already alive before he came into this body. So if the being that comes into that person, the personality, you can immerse the person in so much love and kindness and then wonder where this personality comes rising up out this person when they're 14, 15 and they're rah, and you're like, who the hell is this bitch? I did not raise this girl to be damn, exorcism of Emily Rose and shit. Like, what the hell is going on with you, Susie? But you got to understand that body is all of us are beings that were before we came into this flesh vehicle. You have to understand you already were. Deep down, you know you were. You have memories, and your dreams are memories of previous experiences in other vehicles. Come on, you guys. You cannot think that this world has been going on and on and on and on, and certain families get to remain in power generationally, if people don't remember shit. The reason why you're taken to a damn hospital and jabbed with shit is so that you don't remember your past experiences, so that you don't remember your past alliances or anything. We got to come in white, clean slate, starting over. Oh, my name is Kevin. Oh, they named me Kevin, so I have to take on a personality, an idea that may not be my own because mine was wiped from me from these hospitals. That's why you see it's really strange when some of these kids are growing up and you see them that they were not born in hospitals. They're developing and advancing at such amazing speed. How did this kid know algebra damn 4? You got to understand. It's deeper than we think, you guys. Where am I getting this from? I'm opening myself up to the universe and it's just speaking to me, man. Speaking through me, to you right now. So I hope whoever's watching this video, I hope that you're understanding the difference between the real you on the inside. The you that you hear speaking to you all the time in your mind. You need to do this, we need to do that. And whatever that thought is, if your thoughts are always constantly evil, beat that bitch ass. Oh, I'll kick this that's the inner you. That's the inner you. That's the real you. Even the scriptures say, out of the heart, the man speak. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So whatever is in the real you, that's what comes out of people's mouths. Then that's what you see their bodies vibrating at. This vehicle is just, it amplifies the real you. It amplifies the environment. It vibrates and amplifies whatever is inside of you and allows the inside of you. How I said your gift will make room for you. This body makes room for you, the inner you, to do the shit that you really want to do in life. But that's why some of us on the inside have so many desires and passions, right? But we've immersed ourselves, this body, in so much negativity that the body has learned to be depressed. It has learned to be sad. So even on the inside, we're like, no, get your ass up. Let's get out. It's learned to be that way. What is going on in your environment that's causing this flesh vehicle to not function and operate like it should? Even on the inside, we're fighting to get free. Some of us need to change. Some of us are attached to people that's causing this body to be depressed and angry. Some of us are in marriages that even though on the inside of us we have so much life that is wanting to jump out. Let's live. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do it. That's the inner you. That's the inner child. That's the inner you that's been screaming at you since you've been young. But the body has learned to go down now because I'm not happy. I've immersed myself in depressing, destructive, environments. And honestly, sometimes that is systematic and it's structured for it to be so. You have to wonder why. If we were, before we came into these bodies, if we were energy never dies, you guys. It just keeps re-inhabiting and re-inhabiting and re-inhabiting. Yeah, so we get so scared. I had this guy the other day talking about this experience he had at a graveyard. They were out there playing with a Ouija board. And, of course, they had something happen. And I was like, what do you think? What would you expect? You're in a place, you're in a junkyard, basically, where they take cars that are no longer used anymore, that are broken down, they're pieces of cars, you're in a junkyard for bodies. The disembodied may still be hanging around their old vehicle and mad because they can't get in their old vehicle. So, of course, they're going to try to communicate. Somebody's coming with a cell phone. Thankfully, I can speak to somebody. Somebody can get a message back that, they're trying to still be involved in that lifetime instead of moving on to the next vehicle to have a new experience. Some people are still trying to reach their wife and tell them that this nigga was a snake and this, that, and other. So you get people rattling chains, smacking doors. Somebody listen to me. Somebody pick up the phone so I can get a message to somebody. But then when these disembodied, this vehicle people realize that they can't do that, then they're able to move on to the next experience, the next lesson in a new vehicle. Come on, you guys. It's not that deep. But we don't, a lot of times we want to drink the Kool-Aid, and we don't allow ourselves to say, hey, listen, man, this is a game. I know it's a game deep down, but I don't want to ruin the surprise. I want to have an experience that's all new, and I don't want to remember. But what if wisdom is in remembering? What if in some of those experiences that have been purposely and systematically erased from us at birth through the vaccines and stuff that they jabbing you as soon as you come out the womb, ain't even eyes even open yet. They jabbing shit in your eyes and in your mouth and jabbing you with shit. Oh, he needs this vaccine. Oh, he's having issues. He's this, that, and other. No. But take it or leave it, you guys. I don't even know where this came from. I'm drinking my drink. Getting ready for work. So, hey. This is some good shit. I'm sorry. Orange pineapple, V8 plus. These little things, I'm sorry. They hit the spot, man. So, anyway, I hope you guys are still immersing yourself in positivity. I really want to express how important that is. If your inner man is crying out for change, if it's crying out for you to be passionate and loving and all these things, but you're still having trouble, it's your environment that you're immersing this vehicle in. I'm telling you. Think of it. I'm telling you, if you start thinking of your body, this body, as being separate from the inner person, don't align yourself with the personality that this vehicle has gotten. Because right now, for instance, think of the first car you had, the very first car you've owned. What was it? Maybe a Dodge Neon, something, some kind of hoopty, right? I don't know why I brought that up. But say you were driving that vehicle. When that you don't identify the real you that is riding around in this Dodge Neon. Hey everybody, I'm a Dodge Neon. I am a Dodge Neon. No, you drive that vehicle until the wheels fall off, or until you sell it, whatever you decide to do with that vehicle, and you get out and you embody another vehicle. How many vehicles have you had in this lifetime? Isn't it funny that you wouldn't think that the real you on the inside would have more than one vehicle? Come on, man. We're in school, man. We're here on this earth to learn. And sometimes you need more than one experience to do that. And if we were, even as the scripture says, it says, before the foundations of the world, I knew you. How could God know you if you already weren't there? You were with him. In him, with the source, you were with God. But we've been embodying these vehicles. My skin is really loose right there. I've been losing a lot of weight. I got a little loose skin here, but these vehicles, we've been embodying them to have the experiences we need in this life. But I'm telling you, the way to get the best out of this experience is to begin to understand what is going on. Why am I having these experiences? Why is it always hard? Why do I got people shooting at me? Why am I immersing myself in this environment and trying to make the best of it instead of learning that I can change all this shit? I don't have to be married to you. I don't have to be dating you. I don't have to even live here. I can make changes so that my body can vibrate something different. It can be immersed in something totally different, a different energy altogether that is aligned with the inner me. The inner me may be crying out for creativity, passion, new experiences, adventure, and this, that, and other. But if I'm immersing myself in all the boring, mundane, gotta go to work, press the buttons, then I'm depressed now, because this is not this is not aligning with my inner man. We need to learn to align. That's if you on the inside, you're negative as hell, and you're immersing yourself in a positive environment. You wonder why, I hate you, Mom, I hate you, Dad. Even though they're trying to love on you, now you understanding. The real you on the inside is jacked up. You want to have some peace with your parents, and you know they're loving on you, but you don't understand why you can't stand your mama's face, and you think she's always judging you, this and another. It's you on the inside. There's something in a past experience that you've had in the vehicle, or maybe you and your mother have gotten into it, blah, 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 blah. You got to understand what has happened. You need to understand so you carried over some emotional baggage that is causing you to have a conflict with someone who's trying to love on you. Can't you see that? But sometimes we smoke, we drink the understanding away. We won't sit there and even examine our own life to see what crops are in our own field. What weeds have grown up? What weeds were there at birth? As soon as I came into this body, I bought some shit with me because I bought some experiences. I bought some trauma with me. And that's what all these past life experience regression therapies are for, to help you understand those traumas so that you can heal and not relive some of the same experiences, some of the same traumas. You can let that go so you can have peace with your mothers, have peace with your dad, forgive that person that wronged you. Because every lifetime, every time you got in a new vehicle, you had somebody hit you from behind, you had a collision. And so now you're just bringing that trauma with you instead of having a new, fresh experience, able to have peace with that. Move forward and learn a lesson, you know? So, hey, hope you guys are at peace, man. Hope you're finding peace and immersing yourself in positivity. It's important because if the inner you is resonate and wanting that love and peace, you have to make sure that your environment, that this vehicle is parked in every day. That if you're going to work and your environment is negative, some of us need to say bye-bye to these jobs because they're negative and they're meant to be. They're slave fields, you guys. Most of us, we go to some of these jobs and some of the most depressing, negative conversations you've ever heard are right there at our job. And some of us are there 8, 12, 10, 16 hours a day. It's obvious. I need to leave I need to leave the slave field. You know, and I'm thinking the same thing for myself, you know. Don't get me wrong, some days we have some great conversations, but some days the conversations are straight trash. And I know that. And if I'm immersing myself in this, 6, 12, 16 hours a day, and when I get home, I got a negative situation at home. And honestly, that's the case for me right now. So my body has been depressed. Because the inner me is calling for, I want joy, I want passion, I want peace, I want all this, that, and the other. But I'm immersed right now in something that's causing me to have. But changes are coming. The universe has been hearing me. I've been imagining a new reality. First of all, the inner you, this mind, has the capability to create a reality if you just imagine it. Check this out. The prodigal son. The prodigal son, while he was a prodigal in the pig pen. Bless you, V8. While he was a prodigal, while he was in the pig pen, eating the slop with the pigs, what did he do? He thought differently. Man, the servants at my father's house eat better than this. Ah, damn, I mean, they got more to spare. If I go to he's imagining something different for himself in his mind. So much so that it got into his body. His actions started, I got to get out this pig pen and take my sloppy, nasty, still contaminated with pig slop self back to my father's house. Once he made up his mind, he imagined something different for himself. Some of us just got to think, man, what kind of reality do I want? If I'm in a negative environment right now, my job is negative, my marriage is negative, my family is negative. What would be the ideal situation for myself? Start thinking of it. Write it down. I would like my marriage to be like this. My marriage is this. My relationship is that. It is peaceful. It is loving. My parents are forgiving. My parents are understanding. We love each other. We have no secrets. We speak truth to each other. Write this out. I have a great, if you want to be in the slave field, you want a job? Great. That's the acceptable word for slavery is a job. Now, most of us don't have the luxury of understanding the difference between having a career, something that you choose to do. You make a choice to do. But most of us, because of our situation that we've been brought up in, have to work in the slave field, have to have jobs. Stuff that we don't want to do. I had to learn. Somebody had to put me in training for this shit. They trained me to learn how to press the buttons. Now I can operate and train the next person coming in and to press the buttons and do. Like, that's a job, bro. That's a slave job. And getting paid slave wages. But when you understand the difference between a job and a career, something that you choose to do, something that the inner you is compelling you to do, and at a young age you showed, I can do this. I can just create. My mind can imagine what this would look like this, and I can create this prototype. And it's like, your parents look at you, damn, look at this little boy go. Man, when you allow your mind, to think. So just imagine differently for yourself right now. What would the ideal life be like for you right now? And don't hold back. It's not about money, because most of the richest people in the world have not done that work yet, and they still have issues. I hate you, Mom. I hate you. And they use their money to try to cover those things that they haven't dealt with. It's like going in your yard, and like your yard, you got all these weeds everywhere. But I'm going to keep trying to plant over throwing stuff to make my weeds look good, to hide the weeds. And most of us that have the money, we hide it well. So don't think that money, if I had money, it would fix all my weeds. No. Most of the people with the most money are trying to do the most to hide their weeds. Yeah, so outside of money, don't write down anything on this list dealing with money, because money is not the answer. The ideal life that you want, I want a relationship where somebody loves me for me. I want to keep feeling like somebody judging me. Or I want a guy that makes me feel like, man, he really loves me. He really gets me. He really talks. That's what you want. You don't want, I need $100,000 in my bank. No, that's not what you want. You really want a peaceful relationship that you feel love and embraced. You feel this, that, and other. That's what you really want. Not $100,000. It would be nice to have both, but the $100,000 ain't gonna fix the fact that you're lonely and that you're currently in a relationship where you're feeling under or unappreciated or not appreciated at all. You're being cheated on, beat on, this, that, and other, but you're settling for it because you haven't imagined different right now. All right, man, this video is like almost 30 minutes, so I'm gonna stop you guys, because when I get like this, I can just kind of keep going. But I hope you enjoyed the video, man. Please like, subscribe, share these videos, share, so people can start understanding, man, how amazing would our world be if people start understanding they have control over their environment, and they can change their reality all by making some changes to this friend, that friend, that. And if it got around where everybody started doing that, hold on, let me take a that V8, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, you better get it in your life. Get the V8 in your life. So yeah, hey you guys, man, love you guys. Hey man, go ahead, please like these videos, share them. Let this message get out there, you guys. Please help me go ahead and share these videos. I'm gonna start advertising even a little bit more to get this message out here, because I believe people need, if they had these messages and we start doing the inner work and we start aligning, oh man, and start realizing that we all are connected to the source. We all came from the same source. We all came from the same source, but our past experiences, we deem this person is evil, this person is mean, this person, they're carrying some stuff with them. And if we help them heal, instead of putting them in a cell and closing them away, help that person heal, that person can go on and have a loving, productive life in this vehicle until they get a new vehicle. Anyway, love you guys. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one, all right?